Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Quest to Legend, and I think it's time to move on from the Warrior deck, so thank you to everyone for trying to help me get that deck to be good, but it just got stuck way too much at rank 14, which is not nearly good enough for a deck to be stuck at, so I made a deck that I've kind of wanted to make for a long time now. This is what I call my 4-mana Spike Paladin deck. The idea behind this deck is that we have a ton of 4-mana cards, and you know why? Because good 4-drops win games. The deck list is here, you can see it. I'm not going to talk through every single card, but the bottom line is that in addition to having lots of good 4-drops, like all the key Paladin spells, and you know, Chillwind Yetis and Defender of Argus and stuff, this deck has some nice interactions. So, one nice interaction is these pandas. I have all the pandas, actually, the Youthful Brewmasters and the Ancient ones, and that allows me to get some extra use out of my Comes Into Play minions, with things like the Argent Protector for Divine Shield, Peacekeeper for reducing an enemy's attacks, and Defender of Argus for an extra buff. I have True Silver Champion in here, which makes the Dread Corsair free, so that I can get some really strong turns, get you some strong turns on turn 4, or if you have the coin on turn 3. And there's a smidge of endgame here with Avenging Wrath and Tyrion Fordring, whom I put in because I got him, so might as well put him into the deck. Let's go ahead and turn down the volume, switch over to Ranked, and see if this deck will get us where the Warrior deck could not, namely to rank 13. Now, even if this video is a total disaster failure, I'm gonna, give this deck its fair shake. I think probably 2 videos is what I'll give this deck if it just ends up totally sucking loads and loads of donkey balls. But obviously, if the deck ends up doing well and can carry us forward a few ranks, then I'll just keep doing it as long as it hits a brick wall. The Warrior deck was really weird. It got me from 19 through 15. I thought I was going to make it all the way to Legend with that deck. But no, clearly that was not the case, and I hit a total brick wall. Okay, so we actually have all of our 2-drops here. I'm just going to keep this hand. And I probably will just play a Knife Juggler with the coin on turn 1. Of course, it'll die to a Claw or a Wrath a lot of the time. But that's worth doing because in case it does survive, and I can play an Argent Protector on it, that just improves its survivability dramatically. And I might be able to do great, great things. Alright, let's go ahead and coin out the Knife Juggler and see if there's a Claw or a Wrath for it. Or perhaps Shapeshift plus Moonfire, but I really haven't seen any Moonfires in the constructed ladder in quite some time. So my opponent has 5 cards here. Is one of them a Claw or Wrath? It is not! Oh my god! That is unbelievable! I don't remember the last time I caught a break this big. Well, let's see. I guess we'll find out. I mean, if I end up losing this game, it doesn't mean the deck is bad necessarily, but that's a huge boon up against the Druid to actually have a 2-toughness creature survive that you coined out on turn 1. Okay, so now it's really difficult for him to kill this thing. He's going to need a Silence just to get rid of the Divine Shield. He's going to heal up, which is not a problem. Alright, so Equality is one of those cards I'm not sure needs to be in here. It is good, of course, with Consecration, and it's also good with Avenging Wrath. So how do we deal with this? Well, there's a couple of different things we could do. One way is I could just pop my Divine Shield and then just basically do that. Or I could play a Harvest Golem, hope that the knife hits this. And if the knife hits this, then I can use my Protector to kill this off. If I play the Harvest Golem and the knife hits him in the face, then I'll still pop the Divine Shield, and I guess that's actually not too bad. If I had 4 mana, it would be super easy. I would just pop Divine Shield, Panda this guy back into my hand, replay him, put the Divine Shield back. But since I don't have that, I guess we're going to do this. Seems like the best, safest thing. I whiff. Alright, so there goes the Divine Shield. Now, at this point, a swipe will kill the Knife Juggler. However, it doesn't kill off anything else, so I feel like I'm in pretty good shape. Actually, Keeper of the Grove would be the worst card, because that would... just as I remembered it. Had I played the Cobra last turn, I could have killed this thing right now much more easily. Damn it. Alright, well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to... Oh, crap. There's no good way to use the Panda here, unfortunately. I want this thing to die. Okay, well, that's life, I guess. We're going to go ahead and just kill this thing off. And I'm going to pay full price for a Dread Corsair. It's pretty good here. Stops Shapeshift from finishing off my Golem. You can, of course, swipe it, but then the Golem recharges. Man, maybe I should have played the Cobra. Yeah, he's got the swipe. So he didn't have the Claw for my Knife Juggler, but he's got the swipe here for my stuff. Anyway, that's fine, I guess. Aldor Peacekeeper, not the most helpful card here. We'll play Cobra. Swing. Don't really need to play this panda, so we'll just make a recruit. Call it a day. So swipe will clear my board, but he's already used one swipe, so hopefully he doesn't have the other swipe that is certainly in his deck. But I guess since he didn't have Claw or Wrath, I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Oh, if he shapeshifts here, that guarantees he is not holding a swipe. He would not need to shapeshift. If he had swipe, he would just swipe the Cobra and everything else would die. So no swipe in his hand. He's going to kill off my Golem. Got this Cobra here, which is ready to kill some big trees, potentially, if he doesn't have removal for it. He would need a Wrath to kill it, or another Keeper of the Grove to silence it, one or the other. He has his own Harvest Golem. I see. See what you did there, sir. Alright, well, here is where we're going to do some tricks. I'm going to go ahead and use my Cobra to kill this. Going to then use my Recruit to finish it off. Then we're going to play the Panda to recharge the health on that Cobra. And is it worth playing the Cobra? I think it is worth to play the Cobra simply because at 7 mana he can play an Ancient of War, which is a 5/10 taunt, and I'd like to have this in place so I can just kill that thing dead. Swipe would let him clear my board, but again, he's already used one swipe, so hopefully he just doesn't have the other swipe, and I should be fine. At least as far as, you know, swipes are concerned. Ooze. Well, I'm happy to see the Ooze. That obviously doesn't really make any difference, since I wasn't holding a True Silver Champion. So I'm a little bit alarmed. There's actually, like, a greater number than I remember of people using Oozes now. I was going to Peacekeep this, but Hammer of Wrath is a much better answer, so I'm just going to do that instead. Get some card advantage. Blessing of Kings. Oh, not quite enough mana. Alas, well, 5 damage is nothing to sneeze at. He's at 20 health. And the nice thing is I've got this Cobra in place, so, you know, he can't really play Ironbark, he can't play Ancient of War, he can't even play, like, most legendaries, because he'll just die to the Cobra. That sucks. And I also have the Consecration Equality combo. That's probably not going to be super handy here. Wow, Faces Manipulator on a Cobra. That is pretty epic. I mean, that's a 5-mana card. I don't know why he did that. I actually have no idea why he did that. He must have the worst hand in the universe or something. Okay, well, we'll just use the Panda to kill the Cobra then. And I got options. I could either play Avenging Wrath, just for like 8 damage to the face. I'll take a more measured approach. Let's, you know, just put Blessing of Kings on that Golem. Okay, well, my opponent seems to have some kind of bad hand. I don't know what on earth he could have had. He might have just had some big trees or legendaries and just didn't want to play them in front of the Cobra. That's possible. And then he leaves. Okay, I think if I can put on my Sherlock Holmes hat here, I think what happened is that he was holding on to really big cards and just couldn't play them because of the Cobra, and so that Cobra just won me that game. I'm on a win streak apparently. I did end. Yeah, I'm on a win streak. That makes sense. So yeah, I will get 2 stars of the next rank if I can win the next game. It's actually a pretty big swing when you're on a win streak, because either I fall back a star, then I have to win 2 games to make it to rank 13, or I jump ahead and leap into rank 13 here. Up against another Druid, little bitey. He's already rank 13. Oh god, that's not a good opening hand. So, do you keep True Silver Champion here? I think you do. It's a bit of a risk. I could, of course, draw terribly. Wow, I really top decked out of trouble there. But I wanted to keep this because, you know, it was likely to kill off pretty much any minion that would be alive at that point, other than premier 4-drops like the Senjin or the Yeti. So definitely some risk there, but I think it's better to have it than not in most cases. Not sure if I'm correct on that, of course, but that was my impression. He's got a coin play, so that's unusual for a Druid. Druids typically are pretty slow, and he's got a Panda. Oh, how interesting. So I think this is another homebrew deck. I don't know of any metagame decks that use Pandas at the moment. I'll play my own Panda out. I don't think I want to play a Recruit here. That seems slow. Crazed Alchemist always finds a use. To be honest, I'm not really sure that he should be in this deck, but whatever. It seemed like a fun idea at the time. Mark of the Wild, not a card I respect all that much, to be perfectly honest. In fact, I'm tempted to Crazed Alchemist here, but I think I'd rather just use the Golem. So I'd be willing to cash the Golem out and then have the Panda die. So this Panda killed 2 creatures, but this is 2 eggs in 1 basket. It's Panda plus Mark of the Wild. So he used that to kill my Panda and the Harvest Golem. We're breaking even at that point. I'm not really all that concerned about it. What I'm more concerned about is the fact that he was able to use Mark of the Wild and a Panda to kill my early drops rather than actual removal spells. So now when I play actual creatures, he's more likely to have things like Wrath, Swipe, Claw, because he hasn't used any of that stuff. So I guess that is pretty good for him. Alright, we'll play a Harvest Golem. rather than the Cobra because it's a little bit more resilient against removal. He could spend his whole turn wrathing and shapeshifting this thing, I guess, but that seems kind of silly. He's got a Taz Dangles, and oh my god, I want a True Silver Champion plus Crazed Alchemist, but that is 6 mana, alas. Now I could True Silver Champion plus Harvest Golem. Oh man, I wish I had Blessing of Kings here. Alright. I don't want to let this thing live, so I'm going to do this, but I'm not happy about it. Not happy about it at all. Because he can now just shapeshift and kill this thing and then play whatever he wants for 3 mana. Now at 6 mana, I do get to make a Chillwind Yeti plus a Recruit, or if the circumstances warrant, Chillwind Yeti plus Crazed Alchemist. Let's say he plays another Sen'jin here. Are you fucking kidding me? Who plays with oozes? What memo did I miss? But all of a sudden, I'm actually seeing a lot of these oozes. I might need to like just stay away from weapon decks completely if this keeps up, because that is ridiculous! Oh my god, that is ridiculous. Alright, so Crazed Alchemist not that helpful here. I could, of course, Crazed Alchemist the ooze, but then the ooze would just kill the Crazed Alchemist, so it'd be kind of pointless. I cannot believe this many people are playing oozes. I mean, oozes is just a vanilla 3-2. Anytime you're playing not a rogue, not a druid, or excuse me, not a rogue, not a warrior, for the most part, not a paladin, it's just completely useless. Oh, god damn it. Alright, do I use the Peacekeeper here? I think that's kind of silly. Let's just use the Crazed Alchemist. This and this, I don't know. Damn it. Oh man, I'm really behind this game. This game is going horrifically badly. So I'm, at the moment, dead set to lose. Oh my god, I cannot believe he had the ooze for the True Silver Champion. I literally can't believe it. So he's got a 2-4 now. Still doesn't kill my Cobra without Shapeshift's help. Is he going to use Shapeshift and kill off the Cobra? He's going to Claw to kill the Cobra. Oh my god. So the 2-4 kills my Alchemist, and then he just kills off my Cobra straight. Well... yeah, I'm going to do this. I mean, I could consecrate his board, but I think it's really important to get this thing down while I got the chance. I mean, things could only get worse. Like, if I consecrated and he played an Ironbark or something, it would just get really, really bad. So the one nice thing is I do have a really high life total, so if he kills Tyrion, and I get this weapon, I can actually use that to, you know, kill minions off, which is really important. Now, if he has a Keeper of the Grove and silences that Tyrion, I'll be just sad, but hopefully he doesn't have that one particular card. Is he gonna shapeshift? Alright, he does not have a Keeper of the Grove. That is a useful data point. He's gonna take 6 damage to the face to pop the Divine Shield. He's got a swipe or something here to kill this, kill the Recruit. No, he's gonna Mark of the Wild. And he's gonna, what is that, like 3 for 1? I mean, the Shattered Sun, the Ooze, and the Mark of the Wild into Tyrion to kill it. That is what he's gonna do. Wow. Alright. Are you fucking kidding me? You have motherfucking got to be motherfucking kidding me. That is ridiculous! I don't even know, man. He's main decking 2 oozes, and he actually drew both of them. What the fuck? Well, some games you're just gonna lose. So we'll do that, and you know, I'll just do this. So if I need to use him to actually, you know, peacekeep something, I'll play the Panda and get him back into my hand. Oh my god. Why would someone play with 2 Acidic Swamp Oozes? That's so bad. There's, like, no way that's possibly right, but I just got screwed by it horribly. Alright, well, there's the Ironbark, so my Tyrion's been killed, my Cobras have been killed, everything is just terrible. Hammer of Wrath, to draw a card. Chillwind Yeti, that's nice. Let's do this. This. Now, I could Peacekeep him, and then that would let my guy live, but really, honestly, I'd rather just play a Chillwind Yeti. Call it a day. But if he plays another Ironbark, then it's over. Well, no, it's not over, because I can Peacekeep the Ironbark and then throw my minions at it, damaging them all, but not having them all die, necessarily swipe. Oh, God. Well, it had to happen. I'm not mad about the swipe. I'm mad about the oozes, because it's just like... losing to someone playing with terrible cards is always really distressing. He's going to shapeshift that. Does he have a different answer for the Yeti? Because he really should have... Oh my god, he just played bad. He should have shapeshifted the Yeti, because it hits harder. If it's going to hit you anyway, you might as well kill it. Well, I am going to play Avenging Wrath here. For, 8 damage. Gonna make a recruit and pass the turn. I could have played this as a 3-3, but I think it might still be relevant to use the ability. You know what? That's a mistake. I should have just played this. The 2 extra power gives me an extra chance to potentially kill him, so I should have just absolutely played this. Anyway, hopefully I can top deck a True Silver Champion or a Avenging Wrath. That would let me finish my opponent off. He's going to heal up a little bit, so no more Iron Barks. That's nice, I guess. He's going to heal up a lot. Oh, God. Well. Oh, my God. Well, Avenging Wrath won't save me. True Silver Champion will not save me either. Motherfucker. Honest fucking God. Sometimes these games. So the Sunfury Protector just, totally saved him there. This was one of the more frustrating games I've played. I think because I was on a win streak to make it to rank 13, which I've never been before. And then I lost to a Druid main decking 2 Swamp Oozes and also playing badly. That's always very sad. Alright, so he's got that thing. That's great. I would need a top deck like a champion. I'm not even sure. I've already used up an Avenging Wrath and I've already used up Tyrion. So I'm not even sure really how I can come back from this game. I don't have any silences in this deck. He's actually going to kill the Elder Peacekeeper. Well, I guess the way that I could win is if I, top deck Avenging Wrath and get super lucky with the things. That's not it. Alright, we'll stay in the game. I will stay in the game. Is it worth it to play this Panda? I don't know. Sure. I'll play the Panda. Oh my god, you've got to be motherfucking kidding me. Man, this person's rank 13. That just makes me sad. Well, anyway, so yeah, we'll drop back to 1 star away, so hopefully we can win the next 2 games and put this misery behind us. I could still win this if I top deck Avenging Wrath. Oh no, he's gonna heal up. No, he's drawing cards. Oh my god, he's playing so badly. Maybe that means my deck's bad. You got to admit, like if you're playing against someone and they're playing terribly and you're losing, that might mean your deck is bad. But I played in the casual queue, which uses the internal matchmaker. So like, since I've won a number of games, I should be up against pretty tough opponents. And I don't know. The deck performed pretty well. But this awful druid just had my number. By the way, the correct move was absolutely to heal up there with the Ancient of Lore, because he's got so much card advantage anyway. Even without 2 cards, he was up ahead of me by a pretty safe margin. So he really should have gotten life there, because at 6 health, you're still a little bit precarious. Okay, so we're running out of time here. He's got actually lethal damage next turn. The only out I have is Avenging Wrath or Consecration. Quality plus Avenging Wrath, I could still win this game, hilariously enough, just because I might get lucky with the hits. Like, if he has 3 minions and I have Quality plus Avenging Wrath, at minimum I'm going to hit him 5 times, but with a little bit of luck I could hit him 6 or 7 times. It would take quite a bit of luck, admittedly, but I might not have another turn. He is hitting me for 11 damage here, so all he needs is like a swipe or something and he wins. He's got his Dingles. And alright, he's going to go for the face, so this is my last chance to top deck an Avenging Wrath. So unfortunately with this Yeti here, the odds... Or actually, I think I would probably rather have a Consecration at this point, just to kill everything. Because, yeah, the odds of 6 missiles out of 8 hitting him in the face was very, very small. Anyway, I drew a Cobra. I'm not going to give a well played, because that wasn't well played, because he played it with a bad deck and played badly. But we lose, so that's that. Well, I'm not going to say the deck is bad after just 1 loss to 1 bad player. Let's go ahead and get back in the queue, see if we can get a little bit more fortunate results. I mean, really, I lost that game to the 2 Swamp Oozes. If nothing else, Tyrion Forgering's 5-3 weapon would have won me the game pretty trivially if it, hadn't ceased to exist, because my opponent dropped a 2nd Swamp Ooze. Oh my god. Yeah, I've never... That was some kind of a homebrew deck, because I don't think I've seen in any of the metagame decks anyone running Oozes. There's just not enough weapons in use right now. Like, every time you're up against a Druid, those Oozes are awful. Like, constructed, the stakes are so high, you cannot afford to play with a card that most of the time Yeah, I'll send back. I'll keep the True Silver Champion. You cannot afford to play with a card that most of the time is a vanilla 3-2. That's just so horrifically bad. And the margins of victory are so tight and constructed, you just can't afford to play with that. So anyway, that's all I have to say. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and do what we always do. We're going to coin out Knife Juggler. So really just one out for him here. That's Shadow Word Pain. Well, Holy Smite. So one being completely the wrong statement there. Holy Smite and Shadow Word Pain are the main outs that a priest could have. I think pretty much every priest will have 2 Shadow Word Pains. Holy Smite, I don't know if everyone's running or not. The bad news is that putting a Divine Shield on this does not protect it from Shadow Word Pain, because Shadow Word Pain, of course, goes through Divine Shields. But it does protect against Holy Smites, incoming Holy Novas, and of course if he plays a 3 toughness creature, I now get a free kill on it. Well, my 4 mana spike is, doing its thing where I have nothing but 4 mana cards. I could still top deck a Cobra or a Harvest Golem. But even if not, that's the nice thing about playing Paladin. I mean, making a creature is always fine, especially when you're flinging a knife with that creature for a little bit of extra added value. The pandas, these big ones, they're definitely a questionable thing. They die to True Silver Champions, they die to Swipes. They die, but what's good about them is they kill Senjins and they kill Yetis. So I don't know if the pluses outweigh the minuses of that particular card. Chillwind Yeti, okay, well, that's unfortunate. So we're going to make a Recruit, swing for 5, deal 6 damage total with the Knife Fling. Pass the turn. So, yeah, now he's starting to fall behind a little bit. He's got to be a little bit careful. I could Panda to put this guy back in my hand. Aha. Alright, so that's scary. You know what? Let's just not take any chances. Let's just play it super safe here. Throw the Recruit away. Keeping the Divine Shield on the Knife Juggler in case of Holy Nova. Seems good. Well, he's actually pretty low. Just because his Knife Juggler came out on turn 1 and has been swinging at his face ever since, plus a few extra Knife Flings, he's like done absolutely nothing. His start is a little bit too slow, I think. He's got a Faceless Manipulator. Oh my gosh, it's the second very unimpressive Faceless Manipulator that we have seen. I don't think it's going to save him here, unfortunately for him. So, I mean, I've got 7, 9 damage. Yeah, I mean, it'd be a little bit foolhardy to leave this thing alive, I suppose. Okay, let's hedge our bets a little bit. I'll pop Divine Shield. I'll use the guy rather than the weapon. I'm not going to commit to swinging with the weapon, though. I'm just going to get 2 extra Knife Flings here for some more damage. Maybe I should have... Oh, that was dumb. Yeah, I shouldn't have popped Divine Shield. I should have just played 2 things and seen if one of the Knifelings would have popped the Divine Shield off for me. That would have been a whole lot smarter. Whoops, that was a mistake. My apologies, folks. Alright, is Avenging Wrath worth using here? I don't think it is. Let's do that. Kill this thing off. I got Hammer of Wrath and hope for a lucky Knife Fling to finish off the damaged golem, but no, we'll just do this. Swing. And then one of the Knife Flings got lucky, one of the Knife Flings didn't. Ah, yeah, I messed up. So the previous turn when he had a Divine Shield Knife Juggler, I should have just made 2 minions first. That would have given me a 75% chance of popping off the Divine Shield for free. Then I could have kept the Divine Shield on my Knife Juggler, which would have made a pretty big difference. Luckily, I think I'm still okay. Got a Chillwind Yeti here, which is difficult for a priest to kill. He's got a Holy Nova here. It's gonna not kill the Yeti, unfortunately for him. Oh no, it is gonna kill the Yeti. Well, yeah, okay. Do I Avenging Wrath here? I think so. So it'll deal 6 damage to his face and kill off his minions. So now, yeah, next turn, I cannot play both pandas because one of them would put the other back in my hand, but I can play one on a golem or I could play Tyrion. It just depends on what he chooses to do. Ragnaros, okay. Well, that's serious. Avenging Wrath. Oh, shoot. It's not actually that likely to kill him. Or the Ragnaros, so I'm going to play Tyrion. Luckily, they cannot get mind controlled. But it could get Shadow Word Deathed, but if it does get Shadow Word Death, I'll get a weapon, And then I cannot play a Hammer of Wrath plus Avenging Wrath, but Hammer of Wrath plus the weapon is... Well, that's going to be 8 damage, so if he heals himself up, he'll live. But if he doesn't, then I can still go for the kill with Avenging Wrath. Man, shit's getting real here. The Black Knight, are you goddamn kidding me? Well, the problem with that is he put a creature into play in addition to killing Tyrion, so now Avenging Wrath is that much less likely to kill him. Although the good news is that only 4 missiles need to hit. Yeah, so Hammer of Wrath is... I'm 1 damage short from killing this guy, unless I top deck the other Hammer of Wrath. Nope, that's not gonna do it. Alright, this is it. This is for the game. The entire game hinges on how many missiles hit his face. You motherfucking got to be motherfucking kidding me. Well, folks, always go out in style. That was 2 of the most retarded games I've ever played, but in that particular game, it was my fault. I missed a 75% chance to ping off my opponent's Divine Shield, which would have allowed me to keep a Divine Shield on my own Knife Juggler, which would have allowed me to keep that Knife Juggler around longer, and just like 1 more Knifeling at my opponent's face would have won me the game, because I had Hammer of Wrath plus the weapon. So I would say that considering that my opponent played 2 really strong legendaries, I played a really strong legendary too, but considering that he played 2 really strong legendaries, and that I could have won if I had played correctly, that's not a knock against this deck. Huatiasa. My god, am I just going to be at rank 14 forever? We're going to get there, folks. We're going to motherfucking get there. Alright, I'm going to mulligan back this Panda. There's also 4 drops in this deck. I don't need to keep them. I'm not actually planning to play this on turn 2. I'll make a recruit on turn 2, unless, of course, this is some kind of aggro priest. He mulliganed his whole hand, so he wasn't happy with what he started. That's good. True Silver Champion. Oh, that's nice. So on turn 4, I can play True Silver Champion and a free Dread Corsair. That is the turn 4 of True Silvers, or maybe more appropriate to say the turn 4 of Champions. This is annoying. Well, now I really can't make a recruit on a clear conscience because it let him kill the recruit and draw a card. You know what? I'm going to do it. So if you're wondering, Boris, you're crazy, why are you doing that? The reason is, I'd rather him draw a card than, play more minions on the board. As you can see, he didn't even want to draw a card right now. He just wanted to get another minion out there. Lightwell, with its maddening 5 health, does not die to True Silver Champion, but I will get to kill the Northstar Cleric. Oh, he does draw a card because of the Lightwell. Right, I forgot about that. That's clever. That deserves a well played.
Well played.
Oh, man. That's annoying that I lost that game to a misplay. I just completely forgot about the Knife Juggler, really. And I popped Divine Shields for no reason whatsoever. Oh my gosh. Okay, so really this Northstar Cleric has to die before things get too bad. So we're going to go ahead and True Silver Champion, Dread Corsair. Man, you know what? Nope. When you're behind, take risks. I'm gonna kill that thing. I don't want my pirate to die automatically. Oh, I have a thing. Hold on. Actually, this does absolutely nothing because I don't want to hit his minions. Then they'll just get healed up by the Lightwell and draw a card. But if the Lightwell heals that, then the Golem's attack did nothing. So anyway, that was just pointless. So he's got 7 cards and 2 pretty small minions. I have 6 cards and a weapon, and these are like legitimate minions. So it could actually be anyone's game here. Lightspawn. I am actually fine with that completely. I'm honestly like thrilled that it wasn't like something better because I can just deal with this really easily. I can just hit it with my weapon, finish it off with Golem, kill the Northstar Cleric with my Dread Corsair, and, and we're doing pretty good. I mean, I don't even need to spend any mana for that, so I can just do whatever I want with my mana. So what do I want to do with my mana? Well, I could Hammer of Wrath. That would let me hold on to my True Silver. I could Argent Protector to put a minion on the board. Preserve some health on my minions. I could play a Knife Juggler. Not sure what the value of the Knife Juggler would be here. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I guess we'll do this. We'll kill the Lightspawn in this fashion. We're gonna play a Cobra. Cobra's pretty good actually here. It survives Holy Novas. Actually, everything survives Holy Novas except for this guy. And the Cobra will kill the Lightwell in 1 hit. Even if he inner fires and kills my pirate, the Cobra will then still kill the Lightwell. So unless he has inner fire and Shadow Word Pain for the Cobra, then I'm going to have a very efficient answer to any inner fire combos that he might throw at me, plus I have a really big board advantage. Now he's got 7 cards, 8 cards total. I have 7 cards total, so I'm actually fine on cards. This is looking like a really good game, unless I am dumb again. I should be fine. Ah, that guy. And me without a True Silver Champion. Well, so I could Hammer of Wrath and Argent Protector, and everything of mine will survive. That does seem pretty good. Argent Protector is dead anyway, so I might as well.
This is my responsibility.
Yeah, your responsibility is to die. Alright, let's go ahead and use the Cobra to kill off Lightwell. The Pirate will kill that off. The main issue now is that Holy Nova kills everything, so I'm not going to make a Knife Juggler here because, again, Holy Nova kills everything, so I don't want to open up too wide for Holy Nova. I'm 1 minute short of playing Tyrion. There is something to be said for, like, replacing him with just a Boulder Fist Ogre. Like, then I could play him right now. So now... this is annoying. Well, I could, of course, play Avenging Wrath just for 8 damage, of, like, as a mini Pyroblast, but I just don't think that's the right move, simply because it's too early to do that. He's got so much health that that would just be basically spending my turn to do nothing. Thought Steal, oh my gosh, there's a lot of good cards. You can steal. He's got Magic 4 mana left. Outer Peacekeeper, I don't really care that much about that. That's not a big deal, because my guy's ability is what's important. Okay, well, I think this is the time to play Tyrion. Man, Tyrion shows up a lot. There's only one of him, but he does show up a lot. In fact, I drew all of my endgame cards here. I just hope my opponent doesn't flood the board with minions so to make Avenging Wrath useless. He's got Shadow Word Death. If he plays a motherfucking Acidic Swamp Ooze, I am going to flip a bitch. Divine Spirit, oh my goodness. And Inner Fire. Well, me without my Cobras now, I feel awfully silly. Am I seriously at 13 health? Am I seriously at 13 health? What the fuck is going on in these games? Stop doing things! Go! No, fuck you! What are you doing? And why are you doing it to me? Holy Smite to kill my recruit. Okay, fine. So this is getting pretty awkward. Crazy Alchemist doesn't help. Dread Corsair does help. Whatever, let's Avenging Wrath. It doesn't even if all the missiles hit that, it still wouldn't actually kill it. I could Crazed Alchemist. No, that can't be right. Oh, man. I wish one more missile had hit this thing so that it would actually die to my pirate. I'm gonna hit him in the face and make a recruit. So I think Burn is the way that we're gonna win this game. Next turn I can Consecration, Avenging Wrath, and hit him in the face, and that might be enough, depending on how many minions he puts down. If he keeps putting all his eggs in one basket, like that, might actually have a chance in hell. Oh no. He's got the Shadow... Oh my god, that's the game. Are you motherfucking kidding me? Jesus Christ. Alright, that is 3 retarded games in a row. I don't know what I could have done differently that game. That was just retarded. That's all that was. Okay. So, how long have I been playing? 36 minutes? Alright, let's keep on going. So, I started this session at 2 stars. I got 2 more stars with my first win. I lost a game to a misplay against a Druid. And then it all went downhill from there. But I still don't think this deck's actually that bad. I just think, like, ridiculous things have happened. I mean, Shadow Madness, really? God. Well, if I had Crazed Alchemisted his thing, it would have been a 4-10. But the problem is that then he could have just killed my Alchemist. But then I would have had an extra turn, so maybe that would have been... You know what? Maybe I misplayed that. Maybe I should have played it safe. And then I could have won with Avenging Wrath plus Consecration. Killjoy 2232. Alright, so we are the first player, which is annoying, because I can't do anything. I'm just gonna keep everything, whatever. In case he plays aggressively, I do want this on turn 3. This is a really great 3-drop if your opponent's playing some kind of aggro, because usually in Constructed, if they're playing aggro, that means they're, like, not, you know, gonna have too much endgame. So you can feel pretty comfortable peacekeeping a 3-2 and then killing it, and then just getting off to a really good start. Alright, I'm not gonna waste an Argent Protector. Well met. Yes, yes, yes. Otherwise, I'm happy just to make a Cobra. Cobras are good for killing totems. If it's a 1/1 totem, I will trade these off. Or well, I could play Argent Protector. No, that's silly. Let's just trade these off. Don't want this getting pumped by a Flame Tongue and killing my precious Cobra. That's for sure. He's got a Lightning Bolt. Well, really can't be too surprised about that when you're up against a Shaman. Hopefully this is not spell damage. It's another 1/1. Well, that's actually just as bad. Basically, I don't want him to be able to kill my Panda here. Rock Fighter Weapon, Lightning Bolt, all these would let him kill my Panda. So that's kind of the weakness of this particular 4-drop. I might replace these with Senjins. I feel like I haven't really needed their Brewmastering abilities yet, so maybe just the 3/5 with Taunt is just better. Yeah, even if he doesn't have Rock Biter Weapon or Lightning Bolt, which is, with 8 cards, kind of unlikely, it's still kind of... I would just feel safer if this were a Taunt. Got an Ogre Magi. Ah, man, that's annoying. Okay, well, this is a good opportunity for the Peacekeeper, I think. And actually also for the Argent Protector. Well, yeah, let's use the Protector. That seems pretty good. Make a recruit. I could have played a Knife Juggler and then this. That would have had a 1 in 3 chance of killing that. That would have been reasonable. I like the idea of keeping this, though, so I can like play it and get Knifelings that are a little bit more assured of being useful. Amazingly, with 8 cards, he didn't have a way to kill this. That is very improbable. He's flipping a totem. Oh, he's hovering over it anyway. Oh, this is the card he just top decked. Oh, that's not good. Usually people don't play this, Shamans anyway, unless they have a use for it. He's flipping, he's trying to get a spell damage. He doesn't get spell damage. Whew. Okay. Does he have a Forked Lightning? For my dudes? No, but he has Earth Shock. Okay, well that's fine, actually. Don't particularly care about that. Okay. Well, I'm pretty happy to get some card advantage here. And sure, let's play Knife Juggler. Kill that totem, pass the turn. So he's got 6 cards to my 7. And I am actually the first player, so that means I've really done a number on him. Because I should be behind a card as the first player. He's got Fire Elemental. Well, here is where the Panda really shines. The 5 power is quite good here. Man, Tyrion just shows up every day. Alright, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. I'm going to play it a little bit conservatively. I'm actually going to use the other Panda so I can do this peacekeeping operation again, just in case there's another Fire Elemental coming. Like a Fire Elemental, kill this. I can repeat the process, though, just replay the Peacekeeper. Peacekeep the Elemental and kill it with my Panda. So the Pandas have performed pretty well here, after I talk about changing them in for Senjins. Alright, well, that guy got frogged. So, I got a couple of options. I can, of course, Peacekeep this and then kill it, and my guy will survive. Or I could just play Tyrion and trade, having baited out 1 Hex. I could, of course, Blessing of Kings on my guy. It's another option, just kill this thing that way. Yeah, let's do that. Seems like a pretty good idea, because now what I get to do is I can play an Emperor Cobra. So if he plays a big creature, I got this Cobra ready to kill it, like Ragnaros, or I can't play a Sarah yet, but you know, whatever. Some kind of big giant, I'm ready to kill it. And then I've got a 9/4 here, so hopefully I'll be able to just play Tyrion with Relative Peace next turn. Generally, if you can do that, you'll be in really good shape. And with 1 Hex gone, and 1 Earth Shock gone, the only answers he has to this are Hex, and 1 Hex in his deck, and 1 Earth Shock. And they only, the Earth Shock only gets rid of the Divine Shield and the Taunt and the weapon. It doesn't actually, you know, kill the 6/6 body. This Hero Frog survives, which is quite epic. And, okay, so do I play the Tyrion, or do I wait more, spend a lot more time pass, and bait out more of his things? Let's go ahead and do this. And this. And swing for 9 damage. I'm not going to play Tyrion yet because he does have a Hex and an Earth Shock still in his thing, and Faceless Manipulator is a possibility as well. So since I had a reasonable alternative here with this Yeti, which is a very, very good drop, I love these 4 drops. Like, it's not good enough to use your, like, ultimate removal on, but it is good enough that the damage it deals is still really significant. Okay, so we have an Earth Elemental here. I could kill it either with Peacekeeper and then use the Panda, but I'd rather just use the Cobra. I mean, that's what it's for. So that's pretty good. And do I play the Tyrion? I'm gonna play the True Silver Champion, the Corsair. If this were a Boulder Fist Ogre, I could just play it right now. Luckily, my opponent's in a bad place, apparently. So, well played. Okay. Well, you know what? I think this is a good place to pause the video. So, we end exactly where we started. Except I'm not poised for a win streak now, but I will give this at least 2 more chances. I feel like this deck is good. I seriously think that those 3 games I lost were my own mistakes and immense retardation. So it's not like a poor reflection on the deck. But of course, if you have suggestions to make the deck better, let me know in the comments of the video. I'll appreciate hearing those. So thank you for watching. Please like and or subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon for some more Quest to Legend. Till then.